Hello, beautiful people, future me. Welcome to another programming workout of mine where I try to increase my programming ability. Uh, every day we start with a 5 minutes of typing practice, and that is exactly what we will do now. So, typing.io is the place which I use to improve my typing. And we will do just that. So those are all the things I did, and now I can continue in here. All right, let's go. I need to clip my nails. Oh, I cannot see. All right, almost 4 minutes. Oh, enter. Ba-bum. So, hmm, that is worse than I usually do. And let's keep on practicing. That's the main thing. crap, where's the... Here? Oh yeah. After this, I'm definitely clipping my nails. Alright, 6 minutes. Good time. And we have a 6% of errors, which is much better than it was before. And this week we are attacking execute program. It is Thursday, and I hope that till the end of this week we'll clear this thing up, which we might not be able to, speaking like realistically. Because the modern JavaScript, there is like a lot of things to do. I just started on that, so I might not be able to complete that. All right, 3 topics: JavaScript, SQL, TypeScript. I have my wheel prepared in here, which is a random chooser of what I will be doing. Okay, so let's go. JavaScript. All right. Let's do that. Template, literals, lesson. Okay. Tagged template literals. So we had template literals, right? That was the string which we could use variables in with the $sign and curly braces. That was the template literal. So tagged template literals will be something extra. Template literals can be tagged where we provide a function along with the template string. The tag can modify or replace the template literal string. It looks like replace with hello, the numbers, and replace with hello is the function being used as template literal tag. Okay, I still don't understand. So this will replace with, it gets undefined. Why? Replace with hello. Oh, okay. So we will return. Okay, so uh, this is replaced with hello, but oh really? Can we do like it will? This is weird. Okay, so I think now it will be replaced with hello like this. Yeah, it is. Huh. It's it's weird because it's kind of inconsistent. I'm not sure if I like it. Uh, in that case, replace with, well, what I would be expecting is like the normal function call. It will be like replace with hello, open banana, then this as an argument, and close banana. Right. This is weird. Why they did that in such a way? I don't see it yet. In that case, replace with hello the numbers, blah, 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 behave the same as normal function call. We could have written replace with hello an ordinary string and gotten the same result. Yeah, that's the normal way. However, template literals can do more than a normal function call. The JavaScript virtual machine splits the template literal into pieces, passing them to our tag function as arguments. This was tag template literal tag function. Our tag function, that's normal function. The tag is our literal, isn't it? Or we'll define a function. Define a function, return in its arguments. Then we'll use it as a template literal tag that will show us what arguments the tag function gets. Okay, so strings, values, return first arg string, second args values. Okay, so we will put in first arguments is the string just by itself, and this is that that both of them are array first of all. All right. The first argument contains all of the literal strings in the template literal. Everything not in a dollar sign curly braces. Yeah. The second argument contains all of the interpolate values. Everything inside that. So interpolated means like executed, like when there is some expression, we will get the result. That's what the interpolate means in here. Everything inside a dollar sign curly braces literal strings are passed as an array argument. Interpolated values are passed as rest parameters. So array, and the second one is as a rest argument. So that's an array technically as well, right? There will always be one extra literal string. If there are 7 interpolated values, one extra literal string. I don't understand. If there are 7 interpolated values, there will be 8 in literal strings. Ah, okay. If necessary, the last literal string will be an empty string. Okay, I see. But it will still be there. Here's an example. How they are calling it? So, literal string and there's interpolated values. Okay. So, I see. Okay. Watch out for spaces in the literal strings. In the next example, the literal strings are the numbers, space, comma, space, and empty. And interpolated values are 1 and 2. So return its argument. So this will be a numbers, space. Then we have a comma, space, and then we will have the empty guy. And that's the first argument. I forgot what this is returning. So uh, first our arc like so, and that is an object, right? Second arc, that will be 1 and 2. So 1, 1 comma 2, like so, and we will close the object. Okay. The tag function can do anything with those two arrays. For example, it can mimic regular variable interpolation. What is that? That is the kind that we already seen. Continue. In the next example, note the if I value length. I is smaller than value's length. It's working around the fact that there's always one final string literal with no corresponding interpolated value. With no corresponding interpolated value. Okay, so we are calling the interpolate function with this guy. We will call return reconstructed, which is a string, or it seems like it. And we will have the strings and the values, and we will do excuse me. I'm back. After sneezing, sneezing session. Um, so this go, it will omit the last one, and we do reconstructed. Well, it would. Oh, I see. Because always one final string literal with no corresponding interpolated value. really. I'm not sure about that. Let's say we put something after it, like and, not and dot, or space, or whatever. I'm not really sure about that. Well, this will do. Seems like it just puts in the reconstructed strings and the values, right? So we will have this, that, that. So we will get a string numbers 1 and 2, like so. This next example is similar to the one above. I mean, I think this would omit uh, like character at the end. So, and I will try. So I will define the function in here that we've got. Then I will go in here and call the function, but instead of these arguments, I will do boo. And when I run it, oh, what the hell? Maybe I don't understand it. Well, what happens? So strings length. Okay, so this will go over each one. And now this one is the important part. The values length. If I equal is smaller than values length, then we will append this one as well. So in one case, this will be omitted. That is what they were saying. Yeah, and I was looking in here. Okay, good. This next example is similar to the one above, but we modify the interpolated values right before we insert them into a final string. Write a double numbers template literal tag. It mimics normal string interpolation but doubles all of the interpolated values as they are inserted. Okay, fine. So we will have a for and we will have a result plus equals strings I at I position. Then we will have a if uh, I is smaller than values length, like so. Then we will do result plus equals strings uh, values I times 2. Close this, and we will close the for cycle. We will return the result, and we will close that guy. So what is happening? I have this thing in here. Yeah, if why it doesn't work? I have this exactly same thing, or at least it seems to me. Okay, line by line. Interpolate strings that was here. Let reconstructed result. Okay, 4. Let I equal 0. I smaller than strings length. I plus plus. Yes. Then we have a result plus strings I reconstructed plus strings I. If I is smaller than values length. What? What? What if I do this? Nothing? What? Yeah, this returns 1. This returns 2. Do I have a typo somewhere? Values LENGTH oh, here we go. Typo it was. Oh yeah, times 2. Times 2. Here we go. Now for a more realistic example. Escaping values in HTML, we want to write template strings like P, and then we have the username. If the username contains a lesser than, then it should be escaped to and LT. Likewise for escaping, for example, if the user's name is Amir, the final, yeah, with the smiley face, kind of, sort of. The final HTML save string should be that thing. Okay. Write a template tag function escape HTML that escapes angle brackets in all interpolated values. An escape one HTML value function is provided for you. You'll need to call it on each interpolated value. Remember that strings is always longer than values by exactly one element. This escape one with HTML value function is far from complete. Please don't use it in a real system. Okay, result. We will have a for I equals 0, and there's a semicolon right in here. Yeah. I smaller than strings dot length and I plus plus. In here we will do the magic, and afterwards we will return result. Now let's get back to our magic. And our magic will do uh, oh, it's doing the replace of that to that. So I don't have to like put it in the strings in an array. I will just use this, which will be result plus equals, and we will have a strings at ith position, but that one we will pass to escape one HTML value, like so. Then if I is smaller than values dot length, we will append that, and we want we don't have any kind of value. So it would be we do have a value. Okay, so the result plus equal will be escape one HTML value, and it will be values at ith position. Sorry. Ah, I see. So if I do this, I do that, B, and so on, but we don't want to escape this thing. We want to do that only on the values. So we are getting closer. We've got the P's, P and P, right? And what about this guy? That is the thing, Amir. This should be inside of here. But why we are not getting it? Because of the typo, of course. I do it like this. Results. Okay, good. Now, what if I do the ellipses? Will it make any difference? Okay, so first thing first. This guy. Good. Then we will have this guy. Why you? Why don't you copy? Okay, I will not lose my time with that. The approach above is used in the popular common text library Save HTML tagged template literal. That library also provides many other pre-made template tags. At first, it seems strange that the literal strings are passed in array, with the interpolated values passed separately. Why not combine them into one array? Oh, because we would get a mess. Because it would be confusing to mix literal values and interpolated values together, especially when the interpolated values are strings. For example, consider a call, some functions, the strings a. The tag function would get an array mixing literal strings and interpolated values. Passing the strings and interpolated values separately makes it clear which is which. One final note about tagged template literals. If you don't use semicolons in your JavaScript, you might encounter some strange failures. Yeah, because it thinks it's the same one expression. This error message seems completely wrong. OBJ is really defined before it's used. The problem is that JavaScript isn't parsing this code as in the way we think it should. It thinks that the object A1 is being used as a tag function for the template literal. Ah, so this is a tag function. Okay, tag function for the template literal. Here's the same thing reformatted to make it more clear. Why? What is the benefit to have the tag function instead of the old thing? And the old thing, I mean, where's the call? Oh, you would pass it in like as this thing. Why would that? Okay, so I know because this would be passed in separately in the separate array. Okay, that's why. Seems completely wrong. I'll make it more clear. Reformatted. Okay, reformatted. So const obj reference error. Yeah. Okay. We can fix this by using semicolons all the time, or we can insert one semicolon here so that the virtual machine, did I highlight it? Yeah. Virtual machine parses the code in the way we expect. The result here is still nonsensical because of the way that toString works on objects, but at least we've got an answer. I still wonder why this is small o and this is big O object. This one is capitalized. Alright, and that's all there is to it. We finished the thing because we are 40 minutes over our time limit, and that means we are done, and done is better than perfect every single time. Have a nice day, beautiful people.